So like this income statement essentially, well, it's going to be made up of several things. It's going to be the sales, okay, cost of goods, then the operating expenses, selling expenses, administrative expenses, and then the other revenues, gains, and expenses. So like first off, you're going to have sales revenue. Okay, so like we can see the sales revenue is 1,500,000. Okay, and then you guys are gonna have the well, you're gonna have like various things like related to like sales discounts. All right, you're gonna have the sales return and allowances, and um, jeez, is this? Hold on. Yeah, I mean this one's kind of like niche. You most likely won't see this very often, but also there's like freight in cost. I know it's like what, but sales discount. Let's go see 15,000 sales discount, sales return advances, 18,000. The freight in cost 15,000. So how much is um the net sales? You just have to get the sales revenue minus that with like all those expenses related to the sales. So what is that? 1,452,000. Okay. So that's the net sales, but then you have to minus that out with cost of goods sold, and you get the gross profit. Essentially, that's the whole point of like income statement. Calculate gross profit. Selling expenses versus these are operating expenses. It's like these selling expenses versus like these administrative expenses. You might see like for example, I believe supplies most likely. Um, Travel might be in there. Um, Gosh, what else would be in there? Possible inventory expense. Um, Although I could be wrong. Administrative, you're gonna see like, oh, you're gonna have most likely see the sales wages. We're gonna see like wage salaries for sales. In the administrative, you're gonna see like the officers, the sales for the salaries for the officers. You're gonna most likely see probably is like what is it? Income tax expenses. Um, it's advertising. Oops. Okay. So advertising expense actually. Um, yeah. Legal. Oh, legal, professional, and supplies. More. We might have to do this a few times. Um, Insurance expense, right? Insurance. Insurance expense. You most likely see you're gonna see income tax here. Income tax expense. Um, Other gains most likely some type of revenue. And gosh, what else could be gain if there's a gain on sale of land? Income tax expense and interest maybe. Is that interest? Um, I suppose there's gonna be like, if you guys have like, if this company has like bonds and notes, they're gonna have to like deduct that. So yeah, so like you have like the advertising expense, you got the travel expense, you got the salary. So like the advertising expense, 80,000. Travel and extra entertainment, 20,000. Salaries, sales, 110,000. Salaries for officers, 60,000. Insurance expense. Insurance expense. Let's see. 10,000 for that. Legal professional. Services. 30,000. Supplies, 11,000. You got the rent. Revenue. 25,000. Gain on sale of land, 20,000. Income tax expense, 60,000. And interest on bonds and notes, 10,000. Supplies just means like office supplies, like miscellaneous supplies. Okay, so let's do that again. I know it's like, oh, I don't want to do this again, but we'll just do that real quick. So, okay, so first thing first, sales revenue, and then you have the the returns and allowances, and you have the discounts, right? And then you have like freighted, which is like this thing. Like a lot of times you're not gonna see this, but the selling expenses. First off, you're gonna have the salaries for the salespeople, and then you're gonna have, for example, what other not legal and professional services, but what would you get in here? Advertising. Okay, that's gonna be something. Um, what else? Um, Advertising. What was it again? Travel entertainment for some odd reason. I don't know why. Okay, I guess they're gonna travel. Salespeople travel. You know. Salaries for officers and administrative expenses. Then you have supplies. There's going to be legal expenses as well, professional services. And then, what would you see also? Gosh, what was it? Hmm. Insurance. Insurance expense. So then, like, if there's going to be some type of revenues, other revenues, most likely rent revenue, and if there's this gain on sale of land or equipment, for example. Other expenses, you're going to have the, not the insurance, but you're going to have the, let's see, interest on bonds and notes, and the income tax expense. Okay? So I'm not gonna like calculate this right now because we already did that. But you guys need to understand like what is categorized in what place for the income statement.